Why do meal planning? For lots of reasons. Time, money, and stress. I meal plan. I have for a long time. It has been a tremendous saver for my dinners, for my family, for my health, for lots of different reasons. But I want to talk about these three things today. So first, let's talk about our time. So when you meal plan, not only do you get rid of all the running from the refrigerator to the freezer to the pantry, looking, hunting for something to eat, you can skip all that. You can go right to your meal plan. It's listed there on your page, and you just start cooking. Then there's the trips to the store, the extra trips. Because if you don't have a meal plan, then you have to pull out some things, and then ultimately, inevitably, you find out that you're missing that one ingredient that you absolutely have to make that dinner. And then you have to pile all the kids in the car and run out to the store. It's very inconvenient. It's very wasteful. It's wasteful of your time, and it's wasteful of your money, especially these days when gas prices are so high. When you have a meal plan, it reduces the time that you spend cooking, because you can already lay out your meat to thaw the night before because you know what's for dinner. You can lay that out, and when you come home or when you get done with your day's activities and get ready to cook dinner, you just pull it out, and everything is thawed, everything is ready to go. You can reduce time by having all of your vegetables already prepped and everything together and ready to go. You can do so many things ahead of time because you have a meal plan, because you know what's for dinner. So let's talk about the money. So when you have a meal plan, then you can reduce your number of meals out, which these days is really crazy expensive. And you don't have to run through the drive-through. You don't have to pick up some expensive convenience foods at the grocery store. You could have something in the crock pot, like I do right now, and it's cooking away while you're busy doing other things because you have a meal plan, because you know what's for dinner tonight. How much does a large pizza cost at the pizzeria? How much would that pizza cost if you made it? Do you know how very little they put on that pizza? Save yourself some money. Make your own pizza. Make your own dinner. Get your food costs under control. Of course, we've already talked about the money that you spend in extra shopping trips, or even by going to the store 2 or 3 times a week. You can go once a week. You can go once every 2 weeks if you know what's for dinner, if you know what is on the meal plan. It will save you a lot of time by going to the store several times a month. It will save you lots of money in taking those trips. Plus, then, when you're there, you're probably going to buy a lot of extra stuff. Snacks and stuff. Things that you really don't need. When you have a meal plan, you're able to shop from a list of items that you need to complete your meals. That takes out any extra spending that you have to do. You should always make sure that you have a dessert, maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 weeks, however you like to do it. But plan for those. Plan for your dinners out. They're much nicer and much more special if you plan ahead for those. Not just because you don't have time to fix something for dinner, because you're on your way home and there's nothing in the house to eat. Meal planning is an essential skill. In these days and times, it is essential for us to get our budgets under control. The food crisis is going to get worse. And we have to be able to make a plan from the food that we already have. You need to stock up. You need to have food, and you need to buy it on sale. When you buy things that are not on sale for meals, then you've wasted lots of money. Buy your meat and your canned vegetables, your frozen, everything. Buy it on sale. Know what your prices are. So let's talk about stress. You're able to reduce stress when you know what's for dinner. You know that you have all of the food in the cabinets, and that makes dinner come together so much easier when you have everything all together. There's no more stressing about, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I just can't get it together. I have always had a hard time with follow through. With my meal plan, I never had a hard time with that. Once I planned it out, you go to it, you get your food, and you start cooking. It's so easy. Life, it's the easy button. It really is. Now, it does take a little bit of time to get it together, especially when you're first starting. But I have a plan. I can teach you how to do this. My name is Jackie Crawford from Motherwise, and I teach mamas and other people how to get their dinner on the table. It's more than meal planning. There's lots of strategies that you can apply to save your money, to save your time, to save your stress. I have a free meal planner that you can get when you look under the notes for this video. I also have a challenge, the Dinners on the Table 5-Day Challenge. And when you do the challenge, I teach you how to know what food you already have. I teach you where to find it. I actually go through the entire process of making a meal plan. This is one that I made for myself, and we go through it together, and I show you exactly how to do it. In the Dinners on the Table 5-Day Challenge, I will teach you how to find your food that you already have. We'll make a meal plan together. This is one that I did for myself out of the food that I had, and you can do it with me. I provide you with all the materials that you need to do a meal plan, to know what food you have. We talk about shopping. We talk about making your list. We talk about knowing everything that you're going to need for your dinners. And then we talk about gathering your food. So putting it all together so that you have everything you need on hand and ready to go when you walk in the door. The link for the Dinners on the Table challenge is under the notes for this video. I hope that you'll join us. There's also Dinner Dilemma. This is a live masterclass where I will teach you how to get your dinner on the table. I will teach you lots of tips and tricks and strategies to meal planning, to prepping, to getting things together for your dinners. That includes a 30-page workbook that I call the Dinner Dilemma Toolkit. You'll have a Facebook group that we can help each other. And during the masterclass, I will answer all your questions. If you have more questions afterwards, in the Facebook group, we'll be able to work on those things together. I do hope that you'll join us in one of these programs because it's so important to be able to get your dinner together and get it on the table. I'm Jackie Crawford from Motherwise. And remember, dinner's at 6.